Hello, guys and gals, and welcome back to Lumberjack Dynasty Walkthrough 2022. Um, Couplets has done some updates, and they are going to be continuing doing updates in this game. And I'm going to go ahead and start a new Lumberjack Dynasty series for 2022. And we're going to do a walkthrough of this game and go from there. So let's go ahead and start it. I have no load games. I have no save games. So what I'll do next is we'll start a new game. Now you got two choices. You got the physically stronger, eats more and has more stamina, faster with the chainsaw. And then you got this guy. It's this guy without a mustache and a beard and no hat and a shirt and tie. Socially skilled, eats less, but gets tired easier, faster with a building tools. So he kind of looks like a businessman playing lumberjack, and he kind of looks like a lumberjack. But he'll probably get more social points than he will. But we'll go into that a little later. We're just going to keep with the original lumberjack because he looks like one. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start the game. Once it's loaded, I'll bring you back.
Major changes in your life often come unexpected. A week ago, my favorite Aunt Grace called me. As a boy, I used to spend a lot of time on her lumber farm. Now, of course, she and my Uncle Charles have grown old, and they're looking forward to a happy retirement. They decided to sell their dwindling business and need my help to bring it up to shape. I'm only too happy to help them. Besides, I'm beginning to realize how much I miss the peace and quiet of the mountains, the clean air, the stunning views, and the sweat of good old-fashioned hard work. I'll put my city life on hold, turn off my telephone, and return to the bosom of nature, at least for a while.
Great to see you. It's been years, but you've grown up so handsome. We've both missed you.
It's nice to see you too. You look great as always, dear Auntie. I'm looking forward to staying with you.
Well, thank you. You'll have our old house all for yourself. We've moved to a smaller house right across the street. It's a lot easier to keep tidy.
I see you want to sell most of your property.
Yes, we're looking for a buyer for the house and the lumber mill. We haven't got the strength anymore, and with no one to help, the buildings are a bit run down.
I'll be only too glad to help you with whatever you need me to do. You realize that, don't you?
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I'm indeed worried about your uncle. He's too old to be out working in the forest, doing all the heavy lifting himself.
I can imagine. The forest has always been very close to his heart. So how about a little tour?
Follow me. I will show you everything. You know, I'm really fond of this place. I've spent most of my life here. Hello? Yes, darling? He just arrived. Oh no, do you need any help? I will ask him. Your uncle has a problem in the forest. Could you please get over there and see what's wrong?
Yes, of course. Where can I find him?
He's in a clearing behind the sawmill. I am sure you'll find him right away. Take our old pickup. It's parked in front of the house.
Will do. See you later.
Okay, guys and gals. Our job is to follow the orange triangle. In the beginning and during quest, I'll show you, they mark your location with the orange triangle. So we'll hop in and we'll follow the triangle. We'll pass vehicles. And you got to go the way the triangle is in the beginning until after we get back to the house. Then it doesn't matter. But in the beginning you have to, or quest doesn't count. Don't ask me why. That's the way they did it. So what we are going to do is come over here and see our uncle. That's right. Auntie's husband. Aunt's uncle. Okay. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Hey, Unc.
Hello, lad. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too, dear uncle. Aunt Grace told me you have a problem.
Got stuck in the mud. I used to be better at handling the accelerator. Can you help me?
Sure, no problem. What do you want me to do?
Get on the tractor and try to attach the trailer. Let's see if you could get it out of the water.
Okie dokie, Unc. What we are going to do is hop in the trailer. And there's two camera views. You got this view, which you can turn... You really can't turn around in. And the mirrors really don't work. And then you got the other camera view. And all you have to do is you just slide your mouse, go back, forward and backwards behind the camera view. And this SWT. And then we just drive to this triangle, and I like turning it. It's a little easier once we get going here. Now we'll hop out. We'll go see Unc and listen to what he says.
Well done. You have some skill, you know that?
Oh, thank you.
But this is just the beginning. Let's see if you remember how to handle a tree this time. Follow me, lad.
Of course I know how to handle a tree. You taught me well, Unc. He's bow-legged. And short.
Now pick up the chainsaw. Still remember what I taught you. Be careful.
Okay, I remember what you taught me. Come over here to the triangle and cut. Keep the saw tip in between the orange line. As it moves down, slide the mouse back to your right.
Good job. Great technique. You really have grown up strong. Now you need to cut away the branches and cut the trunk into logs. Think you can load the logs onto the trailer? Bring the vehicles here and give it a try.
Okay, Unc, but I was waiting for the tree to fall first. Okay, pressing the right mouse button and see that little branch, it tells you where to cut to remove the branches. Just keep it holding and press the left mouse button once and it will start cutting. Now the log splitter, this is where we cut it to make logs. And while we're here, we got two other trees we need to go ahead and knock down. And I'm just going to get rid of this bush. Now, by holding the right mouse button, you see a green ring. That means if it's green, means it's property you own. You own everything inside the green ring. Outside the green ring, you don't. You'll see, like, a green trunk means you good to go. Good, you can go ahead and cut it. Red trunk, don't cut, because you will be fined and heavily, more than what the tree is worth. So let's just go ahead and cut this tree down. And it's gonna land. Oh, it didn't land on the other tree? No, it didn't. We'll cut this up. We only have a total of 3 trees here. And later on, we're going to need all the trees cut down as much as possible and buy a whole bunch of property, get money built up and stuff like that. Since we only had 3 trees here, it makes sense to go ahead and cut down those 3 trees. And let's see if I can cut this one. So we'll just go ahead and cut down all 3 trees. I always, when I'm have the chainsaw in my hand, I always hold the right mouse button down so I can see what's going on. Okay. And what I'm going to do is kind of push this tree. I come down by the tip here and just kind of roll it out of the way a little bit. And then cut. 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 These into the logs. And press F1, the chain goes away. Chainsaw goes away. Run to the tractor. Uncle's already in the tractor waiting for us. Let's see. This hold down the left mouse button to press F to pick up the log. No! Press F, not E. Press F to drop the log. Pick up this log. Press F to pick it up. And F to drop it. I want to run over the stump. Go ahead, press F, pick that up. Go ahead, press F, pick that log up. Now, you see that the quest has changed. The only reason why the quest has changed is all we had to do is pick up 3 logs. But we are actually going to be picking up 9. And all 9 logs are going to be processed. Press F. Sometimes the tractor vehicles kind of have a mind of their own. Kind of hard to see with these trees. I should have cut that tree down and take the fine, but okay. Got that, and just gonna come around. Pick up the other 2 logs. Okay, press F. Really doesn't matter. Right now, it really doesn't matter because we only have 9 logs. So it really doesn't matter how you stack them. It will later on. And as we get going into the game, I'll show you how to stack and all that neat stuff. So what we are going to do is follow the orange triangle. Like I said, until we are done, we have to follow the orange triangle and we must touch the orange triangle. Okay, we want to get as close to this side as possible. Drive until we hit the orange triangle and it moves down to the water like so. I don't want to listen to that back up, so press F to release it. And that's 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. 2 out of 3. And the quest is done.
Well done. Thank you, lad. Well, enough for today. Let's just head home. Thanks again for helping me. You did just fine today. Perhaps you'd like to help us with the farm and lumber mill some more, eh? Or even think about settling down here. Life is good and quiet. I'm sure you'd like it. You don't have to answer right away. Just think about it while you're helping us here for a week or 2. And then we'll see if you like living here, alright?
Setting you up. Right, Uncle's setting you up. And we'll find out how. Remember, you're only here to help him for the next couple weeks to get the lumber mill fixed up, get the farm fixed up, get everything ready for sale. That is your job. That's it. That's what you're here for. You turned out. You got a life in the city, and he's trying to get you to move here. Oh, come on, you're in my way. That's the only thing I don't like about this. Okay. Out of the tractor. I'm just going to go ahead and open this. We go talk to Auntie.
Hello, boys. Did you sort it out?
Yes, it was a refreshing experience.
If you still feel like it, I will show you around the farm.
Now you got an option. You press 1 for yay and 2 for maybe tomorrow. Since you're new to this, we'll go ahead and say yeah.
Yeah, I would love to have a look around.
We completed a quest or updated a quest.
Healthy food has always been important to us. Charlie planted these apple trees many, many years ago. They still bear lots of fruit. I've always dreamed of putting up a hive here, but, well, I never did. It would be really good for the trees and the flowers, and I just love honey. The greenhouse is in pretty good condition. You can buy seeds in the store and you could grow vegetables really fast.
He's lying.
This farm could become self-reliant in no time.
Yes, that's true.
Now the workshop, your uncle's kingdom. You can refuel and wash every vehicle here. With a few improvements, you should even be able to carry out your own repairs. It hurts me to see the buildings in this awful state. If you are up to it, you might start doing something about it right away. There should be some tools in the workshop.
Okay, we follow the orange triangle, press E to open the garage, and there's a nail gun for us to pick up.
So you found something. Good. Now you can try it out. Do you think you can fix this wall?
Yes. Okay, you see these white hammers, when they go orange, you just press the left mouse button, and the left.
Real natural, dear. These repairs will do for now, but of course it doesn't look too pretty, does it? But once you can produce planks in the sawmill, you can restore these walls to their former glory. Only fully dried planks can be used for buildings, so if you're in a hurry, you'll have to buy some in the store. And you can repaint these too. I am sure someone will teach you how to do that. I remember the old days when this barn was full of animals. If you can repair these walls and the roof, you'll be able to keep animals in here again. See if you can climb up and check out the roof. Then you can use scaffolding to carry out the necessary repairs.
Okay, and then we'll come over here, pick up the scaffolding, hold the right mouse button down, then click the left mouse button. Come up here, we'll come up on the roof, press F2 to bring up the hammer, nail gun, whatever you want to call it. Left mouse button. Now, if you hold the right mouse button down, you can see the damage that needs to be repaired. So we're just going to come over to here. See, we got all this that needs to be repaired. Oh, careful you don't fall off. And go across a certain way. This side is a little steeper than the other, so just kind of watch. Because if you fall down, you gotta go all the way around and come back up. And it's a pain in the butt. Unless you put scaffolding all the way around, then you can just go to the nearest place to climb on your scaffolding. So let's go ahead and get this done. Knock this roof out. That's one less thing we have to do later on. And Uncle is practicing his moonwalking. He's the one who taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk. So, here she go.
Come on, I'll show you the house.
To get everything up there. Yeah, okay. So, climb down the scaffolding, press F2 to get rid of that. And we'll come over here, talk to Auntie.
This house needs renovating too, but it should be cozy enough for you as it is. I'm sorry we can't offer you anything better, but at least you'll have a bedroom, a kitchen, and a bathroom. You can cook for yourself and relax in the evenings.
Okay. Now she knows everything about the farm, and later on we'll see that she has all the information about the farm, and Uncle has all the information about the.
Know the neighbors. I'm sure they'll help you too. We have fishermen, herbalists, farmers, you name it. Peaceful and friendly people.
There's plenty of work in our lumber mill out there. Make sure to check it out as well. You should be able to get it going again, and who knows, maybe even make it profitable.
And remember, whenever you need anything, you can always come to us. You can be sure I'll have some treat waiting for you. You know you must always eat well and get plenty of sleep to keep up your strength.
See you soon, lad.
Okay, guys and gals, by pressing the tab button, you bring up this menu. This tells you how many euros, which I'm just going to, from here on out, that's dollars. This tells you your social points. This tells you the time of day, the time in game, the day of the week, the date, and the month. This here is your tools that you currently have, and you can change the key binding on this. All you have to do is highlight it, and I'm going to change that to F3 instead of F4. So that way I got all my tools by pressing that. Now over here is your skills, and there's quests, and by doing quests, you level up your skills. Down here is your food, is your condition. So right now we have 61 in food and 53 in sleep. Yes, since we have scaffolding. Come down here, this is the game information. This tells you what has been repaired, what's in the greenhouse and growing, and how many seeds of what you got. This is the debarking. We have 2,350 kilograms, 11% in the barking chute. We got 2,750 in the chipwood, and fuel we have 40 on the thing. Farm animals we have none. We own 2 forest areas, and we're in chapter 1, and it gives you a little history of the chapter. And if we press M, that brings up forestry, the map of Pine Valley. Okay, if we come down here, we got 2 green sections that we own. These are your forestry sections. So we cleared that one out, so we have no trees there. Here you hover over the green section, and it tells you this is where you live. It also tells you how many. We got 6 oaks, 5 pines, and 5 spruce. This is land that you can purchase once we get some money. And that's the map. These here, this is the general store. That's a gas station. That's the other lumber mill. That's the furniture factory that you can buy. This is where the furniture store is. You got a vehicle store. You got some more general stores. You got a coffee shop and a general store. So there's 3 coffee shops around here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 general stores. And the star is where you're at, and these here on the left are your quests. Right now we only got the 1 quest. And what I'm going to do, if we hold the left mouse button down and walk towards the apple tree, you can actually see that we have apples. And better at nighttime to go ahead and pick the apples, because when the sun's out, it's kind of hard to see. So what I'm going to do real quick is pick these apples. I just hold the right mouse button down the whole time. Now, there's something very important. Sometimes you can also see, not sometimes, but you can see where you can plant or put objects like a scarecrow and beehives. When you're while you're holding your right mouse button down, make sure you don't click on those until you are ready to buy them, and we're not ready to buy them yet. So we will make sure, because it's also E, and that's going to cost you 150 euros for the scarecrow. That's not helpful, because right now we need every ounce of dollars that we need. So, especially with the beehives, let's just get these trees. Hover over the apple and press E to pick the apple. And like I said, it's better at nighttime to do that. We'll do the beehives and the scarecrow a little bit later, once we get some money built up, saved up. And if we go over here, it's going to cost us $250 for per beehive. Here we can put 3 beehives. Now, beehives are important. They do help. And see what I mean by, you gotta be careful. If you come down here just a little, I can pick the apple, or I can buy the beehive. And this early in the game, it's too early for the beehives. Now it looks like I picked all the apples, and what I like doing, and as you can see, I missed some. I just like going through the trees again, seeing if I missed any. Yeah, there's another one I missed. So what I'm going to do, finish picking these apples, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, guys, we're at the house, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the house, but we are going to start from in the basement, which is where the pantry is. So we come down here. This is the only access to it. And we'll come in here. There should be a light switch on the wall somewhere. There it is. And we got the light. This is your pantry. Press F to open up the pantry. It brings up this. Now, again, this is your tools. This is your side, what you have in your inventory. And this is what is in the pantry. Okay? Now, I know for a fact that there is a quest later on that we will require 100 apples, 100 gallons of milk, and 100 eggs. So, I'm going to take 100 apples and put it into my inventory here. And you just click, and we'll move that. And we are going to take all these, let's come down here, slide this out, and we'll leave the apples, and we have these. We got 49 apples, so we collected a total of 149 apples. And there might have been 1 or 2 apples that I missed. So we'll come upstairs. This is how you get into the house. There should be a light switch right there. And you open it. That's what we call a mud room. Light switch there, and there should be a light switch here. There it is. This is your dining room. This is your living room. Oh, you got a TV now. A small TV, but you got a TV. Some storage. And this is your deck. It overlooks the river and the mountains. Nice view during the daytime. Now, this closet here, this is a closet. You eventually will be able to buy clothing and stuff like that. And this is by pressing F. You can switch the clothing And right now we just got this one and this one. He looks like a thug there, so he looks more presentable there. And you just press OK, and that's it. Got a little kitchenette area to eat, and a little kitchen, and we got a stove here. I press an E, brings up these. Let's start here. Herbal potions, we don't have any right now. Unique recipes, we don't have any right now. Cookbooks, we don't have any right now. So all we can do is do some general cooking. So what we are going to do is just make 49 apple jams. Remember, in the beginning of this, it is our job to go ahead and start collecting, making money. Okay, so we'll come upstairs. There's a light switch there. Where's the light switch? There we go. This is your bathroom. You got storage for your towels. You got a sink. You got a toilet. This is a washing machine, believe it or not. And then you got a shower to shower yourself. This is bedroom number 1. The kid's bedroom. You got some paintings. You got some dilapidated paintings, storage, and a lot of repair that we're going to have to do. So this is bedroom number 2. Light on. Kid's bedroom again, a little bit bigger with a desk, lots of storage. And we got an attic, which when we start repairing the house, I'll go up in the attic and show you that. And then we got our bedroom, little crib, a bed. We'll go over that here in a minute. And we got a deck that overlooks the river, nice view of the river and the mountains and stuff like that. And this is your bed. Bed has 2 functions. Well, actually it has 3. When you get married, this side is where your wife will be. This is your side. You can either sleep for the night by pressing E, or you can sleep for the week by pressing F. So if you're waiting for logs to dry and you don't feel like waiting, it takes 10 days to dry, not dry logs, but dry planks. It takes 10 days, so you can sleep for 7 days and then continue on from there. But for right now, we're just going to sleep through the night. Oh. Man, the night went by fast. Look at this view. Look at the sun rising over the mountains, the water going downstream. A beautiful view. And we still have a quest to finish. So what we are going to do is come down here. Follow the orange triangle. Let's run a little bit. Oh yeah, if you click on that, it didn't, but we're supposed to go see our auntie to finish up one quest, and then we'll start some other quests. Auntie's over here.
Hello, dear. Good to see you.
Hello, Auntie. How are you?
I am fine, darling, but you look half-starved, dear. Here, I've prepared something for you.
Need me to help you with something?
I haven't heard from Lily for quite some time. Could you go over there and see if she's okay? She's a herbalist, so she might be able to teach you a thing or two, too.
I need to ask you something.
Of course, sweetheart. What do you want to know?
That greenhouse, what's it used for?
What use is it? Well, you can grow all kinds of vegetables in it. They grow much quicker than they do outside. You can buy seedlings and seeds in the store to plant them in the greenhouse. If you look after your vegetables, water them well and keep them warm, they will grow quickly. Of course, you can use homegrown vegetables in 2 ways. Cook them or sell them.
What can you tell me about gardening?
There's a small orchard there already, and the apples are delicious. You could always put up some scarecrows to keep thieving birds away. You can also grow some flowers if you want to. I am sure they would look great on your farm. Talking of flowers, You could make an old dream of mine come true and make your own honey, too. That would be wonderful.
You mentioned animals.
You can keep cows and hens in the barn you saw on the farm. Perhaps even geese or ducks. Just think of it. Having your own egg, good food, and good profit, too. You have to collect the eggs and milk the cows yourself every morning, but I'm sure you'd really like the real farm life here. You could also keep a cat to keep mice and rats away. Maybe a rooster if you're fancy. And of course a dog is your trusty companion. A lot of people around here keep sheep, too. Naturally, there is more work with them, but sheep are so lovely.
Do you have any cooking tips for me?
Well, most of the things you produce are edible. Apples, vegetables, eggs, honey. You could can most of them and make jams and other preserves. Also, you can buy cookbooks to learn how to make more delicious meals, either for yourself or for sale. With a certain skill, you will learn how to experiment and be creative in your cooking. I am sure these meals will be delicious, too.
Any other advice you can give me?
Well, folks around here are really friendly. So get around and talk to people. You can also ask Charles here. He knows everybody around here and should be able to tell you who could probably use a little help.
Gotta go. Look after yourself.
Oh, we gotta find Uncle. There's
Need
Uncle.
me to help you with something?
Well, yes, actually. Our pickup, Christine, is left in the forest. She's not worth much, but it would be a shame if somebody stole her. Would you mind driving her back here?
Okay. We got a new quest to go get Christine. Now, one thing I didn't do, but we need to do now. If you right click and you'll see that smiley face. And Aunt Grace has that smiley face with love eyes. That means she loves you. He likes you. So, what we can do is either walk all the 474 meters, or we can hit the M button, click on there, and now we're in there, and we just need to turn around, drive to the triangle to complete the quest. Simple, easy. We'll take a shortcut through the lumber mill instead of going the long way, the way we came. This is a little bit shorter, a little bit quicker. Come out here. I'm a lumberjack, so I don't have to stop. Traffic has to stop for me. And what I'm going to do is put Christina back the way we found her. Okay, reach the spot. We can hop out. Go back to our uncle.
I brought the car like you asked.
Wonderful, thank you. Now that I think about it, you could use the truck more than I do now. Why don't you use her while you're here? She's not much, but I'm sure you'll like her. You should go and see Oliver. Last time we talked, he mentioned something about his barn that needs some repairs. Perhaps you could help him. I actually feel bad about asking you, but you've seen our old house and farm buildings. They're all in really bad condition. Could you bring them back to life? What do you think? Help us old folks. We will share the extra profit, but only after we sell it. I cannot afford to pay you at the moment, but if you help, you will live comfortably while you stay here.
That sounds good. I'll sort that out.
I spotted a rather strange-looking man down by the river. He hid in the bushes when he saw me. Could you please check on him? I must say I'm a little scared.
Will do. See you later.
And when we talked to our aunt, she actually gave us something to eat. It's this. So we just click on there and hit. And you see our food went up 100%. So you just double click on it and you'll eat it.
Good to see you, lad. How are you?
And we'll go with the uncles.
Hello, Uncle. You all right?
Everything's fine as always. Thank you.
Need me to help you with something?
No, nothing at the moment.
I need to ask you something.
Sure. What do you want to know?
How can I get more equipment?
You could always buy new vehicles if you have cash. But if I were you, I'd go around and talk to people. I'm sure a lot of them have some old equipment they could spare.
Tell me more about the lumber mill.
The lumber mill is what you will need to build up your business. You cut the tree into logs as we did together. Then you transport them to the river so the logs float all the way down to the mill. Once they get there, the woodwork starts. First, the bark is stripped off. Bare logs can be sold as they are, but you don't earn much that way. The bark can be gathered and sold too, but you'll need a trailer for that. If you fix that sawmill next door, you could cut the logs into planks. These are more useful and fetch a better price. After you dry these planks, you could use them to work on buildings yourself. You will save money that you can put to better use for building materials. You could sell chips too, but when the factory is finished, you'll be able to sell chipboards for more than you'd get for the chips. Besides, I always wanted to start making my own furniture, but never got around to it. But that would be something, you know?
What about that old workshop?
Well, you could buy fuel in bulk. It's cheaper that way. Then you could refuel your vehicles at the workshop there. Convenient, you know? With some skill, you'll be able to repair, repaint, and who knows, maybe even refurbish vehicles. This needs some skill. But hey, you may just acquire these skills over time, right?
Do you have any advice for me as a mechanic?
Time and skill, my lad. That's what it takes. You know how to repair buildings already, right? I am sure you will quickly learn how to rebuild them too. For rebuilding, you need new materials, but the end result will be worthwhile. You'll see. And on top of that, you'll learn how to repaint buildings for yourself or for other folks. These are very useful skills that will make you a real craftsman.
Gotta go. Bye.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. In the next video, I'm going to show you what you need to actually start making money in this game. So, if you're new to the channel and want to see this series, hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you know when the latest videos I do come along and when I go live here on YouTube. Also, do me a favor, hit that like button. Every like I get gets this channel seen a little bit more, which helps grow this channel. And I would really appreciate that. And as always, have fun playing your games. Be safe out there in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.